Same time, we have to understand what is ours. That was a good lesson for me to understand how corporate really works. Corporate don't care what you believe in. As a culture that exists, that stuff will take you out. When I would sit in meetings and they would strategize so eloquently how to let people go. And the people knew it was coming. Yeah, they getting ready to let some of us go. I said, how do you know? Used to be 4 trucks back up on Wednesday. It just been 2 for the last 2 months. There's something going on. See, Willie Washington see everything. Bonifa, she said, ain't no more press releases coming through here. Y'all finna get rid of us, ain't you? I ain't getting rid of it. But see, the thing of it is that when you live by that and that becomes your church, the day they decide to let you go, you can't handle certain things. And what's amazing to me, it was never yours. Now, Baba, why would you talk about what they got to do with E5? It was never ours. My last point is about cultural continuity. For those of you who came in late, my first part was E5, the study of nature. Number 2 is about the Rishas and Netras. Number 3 is about the priest class. Cultural continuity, we talk about what's not ours. People think Essence magazine is ours. Some people think BET ours. TV One. You know, we watch Greenleaf, and we got our own show now. Homework. This is what you need to ask yourself in the booth, in the back, in the corner of the dark. What's really yours? What do you really own? I ain't just talking about things tangible. I mean, look around your house. Why do you even buy it? Why did you buy it? Go inside yourself. Do you really own yourself? What does that mean? People say, I'm free. What does that mean for you? Because you found a way not to pay all your taxes? Okay. Does that make you free? I'm not saying this as a right and wrong, people. I'm just saying for you to define, what do you really own? See, I bring this up on this last topic, cultural continuity, because as the upcoming Ojibona said, we must learn to cultivate. To learn to cultivate brings culture. Culture often expands itself with learning the things within it, the things you may feel but can't see. That's the occult. How amazing all those words seem so nice to you, get that occult or you in a cult. So if somebody say, Baba Femi, you in a cult, I said, yes I am. I'm here to cultivate my culture, to develop a continuity. I mean, you believe in, no, that ain't what you said. You said I was in a cult, and I answered you yes. Now you're finna go to another topic about what I believe in. Why do you think those two are connected? See, intelligence has to come into the picture with some of these people. And you, as a practitioner of Ifa, or looking for a practitioner of Ifa, or is a practitioner of Ifa, or a priest of Ifa, those are the things that you need to look for. When I wanted to make this video, I wanted to start where I wanted to start, with biblical references, because that's what most of us have. It has a creation story. Ifa has a creation story. Everybody got a creation story. I'm sure if you go down there and speak to the ants, they got a creation story. That's not what we're here for. What we're here for is the fact that you made a choice to be here in flesh based upon an extension of something out there thinking it needs to have an experience through what you call you. So I think it would be wise to find out what you're here to do. Some things are rubbing you the wrong way. Don't ask me why, but if you did, I could probably tell you. At that point, you have a choice. Not my magic, your choice. I'm just here as a medium or a mediator to get you to find out what you're supposed to be doing in this place, geography, at this time, according to your own design. See, the cultural continuity was well intact with most indigenous people on this planet. There's a point in time we believe that there's an opportunity to move, change, shift, or grow. When people did that, they still prospered. When people didn't do that, something came in and pushed them toward it. If you stay in this position and you don't like it, it becomes friction. Something is off. Something is not right. And these little things keep happening to you. Why is all this stuff happening to me? Because Spirit is trying to get you to move, change, shift, grow, possibly relocate, embrace, or let go. But you're being too stubborn. You're being asinine. You're becoming your own devil. And now you want to blame other folks or other things. See, Ifa, most people say, well, if I join Ifa, am I going to have to kill a chicken? That has nothing to do with the price of cable in Paris. See, a blood sacrifice cannot elevate the human spirit. Blood sacrifice can't do that. Blood sacrifice is primarily just like a sacrifice or offering with leaves and water. It's there to redirect energy. Sometimes it calls for a mineral, sometimes it calls for a plant, sometimes it calls for fire, sometimes it calls for blood. Why? Because that is what you're made of, and that is what you live in, and that is what you put in your body. So all those things you just take back and fuse it to redirect it, because all of this that I just named that you are is off. So you have to take all of this and put it out there in a pot, in a bowl, in a lake, in a river, in a tree, to get your behind back in line. Because you think somehow that Negro, that woman is salvation. Or that job. That's Ifa. It ain't the chicken. It's the chicken in you. As I love to tell that story down in Houston about 8 years ago, when that lady was sitting there with us at Popeye's Chicken and say, why ain't holding a drumstick? Why you gotta sacrifice a chicken? That don't seem right. I will not say it a third time, but y'all understand what I'm saying. Hey, you sitting there holding a drumstick talking about it's wrong to kill a chicken. You really think Mr. Popeyes prayed with that chicken? I could write a book. Write to me. I can write a book. Tales from the Mat. I love my people. But see, the thing is, it's science, it's alchemy, it's fusion. That's spirituality. That's you. Why do you use a snail? What does a snail represent? What most of us know what a snail is? Anybody ever seen a snail shell? And everybody seen a ram's horn? Similar? Anybody know about the Fibonacci theory? Study the Fibonacci theory. And then when you go into Kemet, you'll find out why there's a bunch of ram heads on this side, a bunch of ram's heads on that side. Then when you get down to Yoruba land, they just in there cracking the snail. And what does snail want to put it? On your head. About this goes on your head. We used to get snails and put salt on. We ain't know. Watch this, it curl up. Wait a minute. Now that I'm grown and I'm a Batala, salt is a taboo for Batala. Oh, shit. See how that's science. That's not spookism. Somebody told you it was spookism. Now they got the people who system, that's the foundation of what we do, telling you is witchcraft and spookism. You go to a country and get initiated into their system, and some of them tell you, you just got initiated into witchcraft. You do know this is not of God. This is not Jesus Christ. Why do they seem to have a problem with what their ancestors hate? The cultural continuity is broken. How were we so fragile for something that gave birth to the sciences of the world now becomes so fragile, so easy to crack and break? It's just, this is indigenous spirituality. Mayans, Aborigines, Africans, jungles of Thailand. It's so easy to breakable. But yet, they go into universities and create sciences to study the same thing they tell you is witchcraft. Well, it's blasphemous to have all those gods. Well, why you got a degree, PhD, master's in Egyptology? If Egypt is so evil. See, the thing is, slavery the effects, or let me say this here, the things that occurred in slavery, whipping, beating, castration, raping, is horrendous. But what's even worse is when a person strips you of your consciousness and your intelligence to start believing in something you don't understand. And the reason why I know you don't understand it is because they don't understand it. Because if they did, they wouldn't have done that to you. You say things are better. That's another show. Because I'm sure you go talk to some of the mothers and parents, or some of these brothers and sisters out here in the street that will tell you, ain't nothing changed. See, the cultural continuity of a people is sometimes all they have. But within that cultural framework, change must come. You can't just keep doing the same thing. Halloween was never the same when the guy in Houston poisoned his son with the little pixie dust candy. Halloween changed. All of a sudden they started putting razor blades and apples and stuff like that. It just went berserk. Somebody found a vehicle to kill people. All Hallows Eve is a very sacred time. The 31st is All Hallows Eve, for the next day being the Day of the Dead, where you celebrate your ancestors. Now it's dressing up like Iron Man and eating candy. And now Mr. So-and-so got a furniture sale, a Halloween furniture sale. They now have an MLK furniture sale down in Houston. You can get a 3-piece living room set for half off on this Martin Luther King special. Someone sent me some brother named Tata G saying that Orumala and Oduduwa cursed African Americans. It's on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. Somebody just sent it to me. I guess they thought I was on Facebook. Catholicism, Protestantism, all of that helped break our cultural continuity. See, the cultural continuity, there's a part that Brother Malcolm spoke. He said, you think you left nothing in Africa, but you left your mind in Africa. Which means you can leave Africa, but you should not leave your mind. If you got on a plane right now and went to Germany, there's going to be certain foods and stuff they eat, you don't eat. You may try it because you're in a different place. It's part of the tourist package. I want to try some German sausages, anything. New beer, sauerkraut, I don't know. But you don't lose your mind when you go to Germany. You may reorient or look at things a little different, should you meet someone there. And that's all around the world. So all Ifa, from beginning to end, from the Genesis and the revelation of Ifa, all it's trying to get you to do is one simple thing. With the help of those forces of nature, because Ifa is the wisdom of nature. It's the study of nature. And to study nature and find its wisdom is to study yourself and find the wisdom in yourself. Why you're here, why you're in this place, why you're doing this. Again, that's all it is. When things get out of alignment or something pushes you, the priest, the system is set up for you to find a way to get realigned. That's why Bob and Ia do Ori, head rogations, to get you back in an alignment. To find out the direction you need to go in or continue in or whatever the case may be. So when something comes in, or if you never go through a process of change, remember you open up that door for something else to come in, to make you move. And if you become stubborn with that in your own world in 2017, is no different than some people that allowed some other folks to come in and push us into something we didn't understand. But we got it real quick. And it wasn't nice. So there's an attack on the indigenous systems around this planet. In my opinion, there's only one country that can say, I wish of, and I'm not going to say the word, would. When me and Awo and my two Awos went to Brazil, we heard of the attacks on Condom Lake. Stoned a little girl, killed an older priest, because there's an evangelical movement. People were doing this here, hiding. We did this. I wish you would. That courage and that strength is why you're here. Our patron saint in this country is not Shango, Obatala Ogun, Ochosi Olokun, Yemuya Oshu. It is not Obatala, it is not Oya. It is your ancestors. And if someone over there, when you go visit those castles and dungeons in those regions, that want to tell you this is the way and it don't look like you, it don't feel like you, and they've abandoned what was given to them, it's up to us to preserve something. And if all you got at the end of the day is that I can't walk out my door and deal with my neighbor, we in trouble. Spirituality is selfish in nature because it has to get you to see you. At that point, it will germinate itself to your neighbor. That's all they did. Think about it. You go into Chinatown, maybe 20% are Chinese. Everybody else, Vietnamese, Japanese, Laotian, Thailand. You go eat at a Thai restaurant in Chinatown. They don't even like each other. They don't even believe in the same thing, but they know one thing. Your money. Your money. That's why Koreans own black hair. That's why most Indian folks own hotels. That's why most Ethiopians and Eritreans run parking lots. That's why most Vietnamese own cleaners and little shops. We got the church. Among us. What church? We got barbecue. Oh. We have more, but the point is, we all know who we are from a consumer's position. And how we spend and how we do is a reflection of how we think, how we see ourselves, or how we don't see ourselves. I'm not in judgment of any person. I'm a priest. I observe. That's my job, that's my craft, that's my class. From Genesis to Revelation, I thank you, Father. I thank you, wisdom of nature. And I thank my ancestors. And I thank you all.